So I'm sure some of you are prepared. Nilanshu, আমি শুনলাম অরিত্রির মুখে যে এক্সামে এখন অনেক বেশি প্রেসার দিচ্ছে কলেজে, but then that's okay.
Yes, sir.
সেটা পার্ট এন্ড পার্সেল। সেমিস্টারে এক্সামে প্রেসার থাকবে, আবার সেই প্রেসারটা ডিক্রিজ করবে, and that will happen. So please don't get worried about that. দরকার হলে 10-15 ডেজে তোমরা একটা sabbatical বা স্টাডি লিভ নিয়ে নেবে যখন অগস্ট 20 থেকে সেমিস্টার হবে, which in fact Amrita also took Jetor, and some of the things she took leaves and all. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, 9 to 10, in fact 8 to 9 people have joined. We're expecting 4-5 more people to join. Let us start with it for this question right now. Nilanshu,
Yes, sir.
introduce yourself, which after keeping your after keeping your video mode on, introduce about yourself, give a brief introduction about you, including the way which you have been trained and how you can answer in the best possible manner. Go ahead. Addressing to all the students.
Good evening to everyone. I am Nilanshu Mondal from Krishnanagar, Nodia, and I am a student of agriculture. I am pursuing my BSc Agriculture from Doon PG College, Dehradun, and I am I have completed my 2+2 10+2 from Krishnanagar College School, and
2+2 টা কি
my
ছিল নীলাংশু?
sorry ভুল করে বেরিয়ে গেছে।
ঠিক আছে
10+.
Okay, no problem.
And my hobbies are I love to sing, I love to play cricket, kabaddi, and love to write my thoughts in the diaries, and sometimes I write poems and some short stories, and my aim is to crack IBPS, AFO, and that's
A few things which he has mentioned. Now I want, before we will move into the mainstream discussion of today's, I want some of you to ask him a counter question. Go ahead, Amrita. Let's say whenever we think from the part of an interviewer, it makes our job a bit more easy to answer most of the questions. After asking you, so let's say I'm not there, you asking him directly as an interviewer.
Nilanshu, I would ask you that when you started writing diaries.
at the
One more
I am
question.
not regular writer.
Nilanshu, 2 questions I will add to her. She has asked, when did you start writing diary? Number 1. Number 2, when you crack IBPS SO or some other job which you're aspiring for, whom would you dedicate to? Number 3, if there are 2 individuals, whom would you show the diary? Who would they and why?
Coming to Amrita,
art a common, like when you say a Bengali word, তখন আ বলো না, art a common, এবার আ ছাড়া বলো, চেষ্টা করো। Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not a regular. I'm not irregular in writing diaries, but when I am feel I am feel like yes, now I should write my emotion or write something or dedicate something to someone. Then I write my diaries, and at the age of almost 10, when I am in class 4, I wrote a poem on my mother, and then I think that I should I can write something like poem and short stories, and I have written some poems that
See,
question
Nilanshu, I would
বিরুদ্ধে না।
advise you something. বুঝতে পারছি. I would advise you something. When you are speaking, don't have to stretch too much. When you know that there is a big stammering and fumbling which happens, which normally happens whenever we are going to speak an alien language, which is either English or French or Latin or Tamil or anything which is not our mother tongue. সবসময় হয়, তাই তো? So basically, to overcome that, what you can do is that frame small sentences and short sentences. Like you are going to say that when you were at the age of 4, you wrote
Age of
a poem.
10. Age of
At the age
10.
of 4, at the age of
Class
4, okay.
class 4.
When you were in class 4, sorry, when you were in class 4, you wrote a poem for your mother, or you wrote something dedicated to your mother. Just full stop দিয়ে থেমে যাও. Let the interviewer ask the question. বাকি কিছু বলার দরকার নেই. Got my point? মানে you won't have to explain that much. You
Okay,
won't have to explain too much, because when you try to explain, you're actually ending up fumbling. That is what is happening. Okay. Anubrati, good evening. If you can hear us, I think she's facing network issue repeatedly. Okay, Gaurav, good evening. Can you hear me? Gaurav.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Yes. Introduce about yourself. Let's say you are addressing to 12 speakers or 12 participants. Introduce about yourself, and I request everyone today you should be asking some questions. Just ask random questions, but based on what he speaks. Okay? Yes, Gaurav, go ahead.
Sir, the question is I need to introduce myself.
A holistic introduction, which should be around, let's say, 90 seconds or something, not lesser than that. Go ahead.
So I am Gaurav Borak, and I'm basically working in a European MNC as a design engineer in mechanical background, and currently I am living in Gurgaon. And but the things are like now we are doing constantly work from home for 1.5 years almost. So currently I am now in Kolkata basically, and yeah, I have some career aspects.
Yeah, we cannot use, that's not a United Kingdom or Indian English. Yeah, we cannot use. I mean, we end up using YEAH. Yeah, টা কিন্তু আমরা use করতে পারি না. I mean, that is something which is not official. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Don't panic. Just
actually,
express yourself.
Due to interruption, sometimes, yeah. Yeah, actually, now I am residing in Kolkata, in my hometown, and in a couple of days I have to maybe go back to my main place, Gurgaon. But I have now I have some career aspect also. I want to pursue my MS in some of the European countries, so that I can flourish in my future career role. And now I am preparing for IELTS, just to crack the exam and get in place for good colleges. And I want to pursue my MS in some of the renewable energy or energy sector domain. So finger crossed. I hope everything will be good in coming days. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So that's it. Okay. Any questions you want to ask him? Like, go ahead.
Gaurav, I just want to ask you, like, how you keep yourself motivated during this work from home days? Like, what motivates you to move forward, like maintaining this busy schedule and preparing for something new? What keeps you motivated?
Yeah, I think the major thing is I need to keep myself off from social media, mainly from Facebook and Instagram, because if you see so many videos and so many negative things at once, then you will feel obviously depressed. And if you can keep off, if you can cut all the negative sources, then I think inner contentment you can find easily. And obviously Shobik sir and some other mentors are there every time. Whenever I feel low, they just push me that up to the mark.
I don't push him up to the mark. I in fact sometimes scold him that Gaurav, we need to sit for the exam and this and etc. Sometimes, how are you doing? Fine after post vaccination, Gaurav? forgot to
Oh,
ask.
actually,
Absolutely fine.
I'm feeling some fatigue right now and some
Post
headache.
second dose, there won't be too much of hiccups. I mean, that's what people have been saying. After
And
first
not
dose, there.
too much, but still some fatigue is there. Yeah. Compared to first dose, it is nothing.
Okay. So yes, Nilangshu, you wanted to ask something. Go ahead.
Gaurav, you were far away from your home, so I am not bit nervous being alone in Gurgaon or your working place, in your working place.
Yes.
Basically, his question is
So
that since you are away from hometown and aren't you feeling nervous or not feeling well? I mean, being in an alien place or being in a place which you are not used to. So, are you feeling uncomfortable over there? That's what his question
uh,
is.
during the first days, I too feel uncomfortable. Like some, you can say, doing all the stuffs by alone. It's quite difficult sometimes when you are stressed. When you are after working for a busy schedule, like 9 to 10 hours. Sometimes it is very difficult to make your own food and the basic stuffs. But still, when you go on some couple of months and couple of years, then everything will become a well, like habit. You will used to all the things. So right now I don't feel any kind of extra stressing thing. So I'm feeling it's all okay. It's all habit. You will find yourself if you go outside for kind of job or some other things. All is habit. If you can make habit, nothing is impossible.
Okay, fair enough. Right now, before we proceed, I think Gaurav has stressed upon a point, right? If we are actually away from social networking site, we are happy on most of the times. That's what he has expressed a point. That is what our topic of the day is, that what are the positivities of social networking site, opening statements. I think I have not expressed anything regarding that, but many of you are in many social networking site, starting from Facebook, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is in fact also a social networking site, in fact, Twitter, Instagram, everything. So opening statement, let's start with Richika. Can you hear me? Can you hear us rather? Am I audible to you, Richika? Hello? I think she is still not facing that connectivity. Shiny, audible? Hello?
Hello, yes, sir.
Yes. So Shiny, the topic of the day is, we will go back and forth towards introduction and other things, obviously. That is something which is the basic and the foundation. The topic is advantages of social networking site in this age. I mean, what are the potential advantages of social networking site? Let's start with an opening statement, Shiny. Just try it out.
Sir, in the social media, we can make friends. Now, for this lockdown, we cannot make friends offline. So we can make friends online through these pages. And we get a lot of news. It can be wrong, but news we can get. Some positivity we can also get from this news, or we can share our memories and our friends. We can see our friends' happy memories in that pages.
See, obviously, we all know if we start discussing the disadvantages of social networking, there are multiple. As Gaurav was saying, in fact, today, sadly, PV Sindhu lost the semi-final, but it is not a lesser achievement to reach to up to that stage. In fact, there was a point last year she had switched off her cell phone and detached away from all social networking for a span of 9 months. I'm sure you will see these informations, what I'm saying, in YouTube's and other places. But having said that, we are going to discuss the edutainment like Byju's and all, etc., Vedantu and all, to the Instagram, Twitter. So what are the potential advantages? How we can capitalize on it? Yes, there are negativities, But today we'll discuss only the positivities. So Shiny has said that we can see. Unlike in the last class where when I will tell all the points, it becomes very easy. Now I want to see how, without me telling you points, how you can actually extrapolate. So Anubrati, if I'm audible to you. So first you start with your brief introduction, then you start with it how and in which domain social networking sites are advantageous for us, then how we can capitalize it. The boon versus when, we know there is a debate with social networking, but how it's potentially very strong for us. Yes, Anubhav.
Yes, sir.
You can start
Hello?
with it when you're comfortable. You can switch on the video. You can start with it. Yes, start with first your introduction.
Sir, I need to introduce myself first.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
So my
yes.
name is Anubrati Chatterjee. I live
You're
in
addressing to
Barakpur.
everyone. You're addressing to everyone, actually. Go ahead.
My name is Anubrati Chatterjee and live in Barakpur. I am a postgraduate. I have completed my post-graduation in microbiology. And for 6 to 7 years, I'm struggling to get a government service.
Don't give an introduction like this, struggling to. I mean, you are actually striving to, you can say. You're a very good candidate. For some reason or the other, there have been some bottlenecks. But let's be very optimistic about that. Don't say struggling to. You're striving to, or you're pursuing to. And you can say also that don't mention the year also. That's my suggestion. Not required 6 to 7 years. You can say for the past few years, I've been striving to get a good administrative job. Right? That will
Yes,
give an
sir.
optimistic. I mean, deep bottom inside us, no matter how much depressed we feel, we should not show that. That's my thinking. I'm sure you all agree to this, right? है ना? So लोगों को थोड़ी पता है हम लोग उदास है कि दुखी है, हम जो बताते लोगों को वही लगता है ना? I mean, I hope you got my point. What I'm trying to emphasize about,
Okay,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You agree to this?
Yes, sir. Of course.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
So I'm striving to get a government service. I want to be in an administrative post. And so next, what I need to say about social media. Hello. Hello.
Sir,
So
you
you
are
are
on mute.
Sir, you are muted.
I was muted. Sorry. Hobbies, passions, 5 years down the line, where do you see yourself? What are your long-term objectives in life? All those things. Long-term objectives you already mentioned. You want to become an administrator. Hobbies, passions, strengths. Like very, very simple questions. They also ask in different interviews. Like Gaurav, you also shared, and I've also seen like something about your hometown, right? And extrapolating. I think we have already discussed that, so I'm not getting into that. So some very silly topics also, they want to see how much we can explain about that spontaneously. Yes, Anubrati, your hobbies, passions. And who
So
knows,
my
if you don't
hobbies
get
are
into
mainly,
government job, you might get into some other creative job also. That's what, yes, go ahead.
mainly I read books when I get free times, and I love to read testimonies mainly, and documentaries,
What
and
kind of documentaries you prefer?
related to genocide, mainly
Related to
related to Second
genocide?
World War. Yes.
Okay, okay. Very interesting thing you said. Yes, okay.
And in case of my positivities, I believe I am a diligent one, and negativities that I am really positive for very long time. I can stay positive. That's sometimes really painful for me.
That is something which is very positive. In fact, that's not a. In fact, that's a strength. That's your strength, which according to you is a weakness. Okay, great. I mean, okay, fair enough. Chalo. So anyone wishes to ask her any question? Else we'll move into the topic categorically. Anyone? Yes.
Anubrati, who is your favorite writer?
Hey, according to me, if I go for testimonies, mainly I read about Holocaust. In recent days, I am reading about Holocaust, and for me, Lawrence Rees, I read a lot about his books and all. So I like his writing a lot because those are very real. And mainly I have read last year a book about a Sonder commando who was there in the concentration camp, and Philip Muller, his name actually. That was very interesting.
Anubhati, you told that you want to be an administrator. So, as an administrator, like, what kind of change you want to bring in the kind of administration that we have in India, in any state that you get posted? So, what kind of change you want to bring as an administrator?
Hello. Can you
She
hear
has
me?
Hello.
asked, yes, Anubhati, she has asked a very, very intelligent question. Did you get the question?
Yes, so I got it.
Okay.
And if I'm enough fortunate to get into administrative service where I can get an opportunity to do something good for um, rural people, then I'll go for root states of our Indian, and where I will mainly try to emancipate women. We are actually really pissed off in Indian states, many rural areas.
Correct. So being a woman, you will strive to make women emancipation more meaningful, right? I believe states like Haryana to some extent.
Mainly related to education. I believe education is very much important for women and I like to introduce one thing that we need to stop foeticides also. In many states of India, women children are killed before they're born even. So these things I believe that we should stop it. And I would like to do something about this.
Okay. I'm sure all the girls in this particular class and everyone, in fact, would believe that there was a statement being told by one of the ministers. I don't remember the name. He categorically said that if we actually try to implement a population control bill, it can have a negative impact on some part of the society where female feticide will actually be promoted. Because when you are actually implementing a population control bill, it can work out otherwise also. That is why this is not implemented in parliament till date. I mean, she told about a statement, so suddenly it came up to my mind. Anything anyone else wishes to
I
ask?
have
Yes, go ahead.
one question that Anubhrati, you have mentioned you like genocide type books or
Yes.
the things. What makes you interested in that particular subject?
Mainly, I want to know that why people do these things. How can someone do these things to their fellow human beings? Can behave someone like this with someone like this? Mainly, if you go for Holocaust, you'll be baffled to know those things. And how can human being behave in this way? I'm really interested to know mainly criminal activities of human mind. Why human being do criminal activities? I feel it is interesting.
But we do know that there are a lot of psychopaths out there who can do all the things for their sake, for their own uh, selfish thinking or desire. So why do you want to change all the people where you can't change all of them at once?
No, it's not about all the people. When you're going for a genocide, it's a mass killing.
Yeah.
Then mass killing cannot be a psychopath. Yes, it is people doing who are really not in the proper state of their mind. But if you think that they were killing their own citizens, so that was really baffling to human being why they were doing that. Just because some kind of religious activities and all that, you can't just kill massively your whole human race. That is really interesting for me, why people do things like that.
Yeah, understand. Got your point.
So was there any such instance where you actually figured out that because of being in such particular tendency, people have resorted to genocide, and that particular point of view was actually successful? They should have done that. There was no other condition. Was there any such thing you figured out from any characters or any protagonist?
So you were saying that you should have done that. Those
But there
people were
was no other
successful in
option.
that.
how, I mean, was it, what the motive was correct? Did you feel that the motive was correct and they should
No,
have
no,
done?
no, no, no. I don't feel the motive was correct. I am interested because the motive was totally incorrect and people are doing that knowingly. Deliberately they were doing that without having proper scientific cause behind of that. They are deliberately, you can't attack a human being deliberately for their religious belief or for their any kind of distress, any kind of disabilities even. So how can you even believe that you can exterminate a total race? And so many places in the whole world these things are going on.
Okay. Fair enough. Correct. So let us start with that, with the topic, which is the topic of the day, that what are the potential advantages of social networking? I mean, getting detached out of social networking is not virtually possible. Like Gaurav was saying, we can get ourselves detached from Facebook and Instagram, but WhatsApp is also social networking to some extent. And if we talk about mail, is also social networking to some extent. I mean, there are not, if there are 1,000 mails, 70% of them is potentially important, and there are spams also. But how we can still utilize them in a productive manner? Yes, first,
In my
Anuprati,
opinion, it was not totally disconnecting. It was the restricted use of the social media. If you can control yourself with all the restricted use and only the positive things which you want to see, then you are okay. And you can, if you can control your time spending on the social media, and that's the most valuable, most important thing for us, because we often find that we have spent a lot of more uh, big hours, huge amount of time in the social media.
without realizing that we have almost all spent up, without realizing that we have actually spent up, and most of the times it is not useful. Okay,
Yes.
fair enough. So you want to add on to this, Anuprati, or else? Yeah, go ahead. You want to add on to this, or you need some time to ponder about it, because this is something which have been spoken out of the blue. But out of the blue topics are nice. Many times it's better not to prepare earlier. So yes, Anuprati.
So I also agree with Gaurav that if you can use social media in proper manner, restricted manner, that it can help us. But if we just do not restrict ourselves in some ways, then it will bring some agonies, nothing else.
It will bring only agonies. Okay, be specific how we can utilize in a specific manner. See, certain things which is being spoken in the web and all, and also I agree to that. In these social media, you have a very large and plethora of audience whom you can address to, right? You can create organic content. You all know that Facebook, many kind of advertisements are being done. People are doing affiliate marketing and digital marketing through which they are earning. People are proclaiming that they are earning millions of money, but at least they are earning thousands of money. So livelihood is getting actually generated, we can say, to some extent. Other things, education is being, you build your own brand in terms of brand image. You can evaluate your own performance, like online. People are doing YouTube classes, people are promoting that. That is also social media, right? You can have access to paid advertising services, and there could be other advantages also. So we will discuss about that. I mean, can social networking be used in such a way where it will only lead to advantages and no disadvantages? That is my question. Is Aditya, can we use in that manner where social networking will only lead to advantages, no disadvantages? After this, Richika will come back. Yes, Aditya. Yes, Aditya, we can hear you. Go ahead. Question to you is, Aditya, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. Hello.
The question is that, can social networking be used only in an advantageous manner where we can find a lot of benefits, where there will be no negative benefits rather. I won't say disadvantages, negative benefits or counter benefits.
Sir, definitely, sir. I mean, we can get a lot of benefit from the social networking sites and all, social networking media. So, sir, one example I would like to give that during this period of COVID, there were there were a number of people that who lost their livelihoods, who didn't have proper food to eat. So I was surfing and I was going through Instagram, and I saw a friend of mine. He basically works for an NGO. So he always used to put up stories for the needies, and he also put different bank accounts and all. And at the end, I saw that he collected a fund of approximately 50 lakhs from that particular story. So I think we can use social media for a good cause also. That is a very good example of this. And yes, definitely education will come also nowadays. The situation is like that, offline classes are not possible. So YouTube live classes, even myself, I also, when I'm unable to understand any particular topic of my own subject, I go to YouTube and watch for that particular topic. So it helps me a lot. So in different kinds of way, it is beneficial, it can be beneficial also.
Very rightly said, and in fact, he has talked about a point which is very much necessary, that many a times, A, it is helping us to generate income for thousands of people during this COVID time. B, many times during the times of the second wave of COVID also, there were huge demand of oxygen, there were huge demand of certain medicines, life-saving medicines, which was not physically possible. Since you can reach a maximum audience, and if it is being used in productive manner, it can be very much beneficial, because you do not know from which quarter or from which domain you will get the benefits, right? For example, a person sitting in Chandigarh may get medicine, may get different sources of information related to beneficial. You must have heard about crowdfunding, right? There, a particular parent or a particular couple was able to fund his child's medical treatment for a span of, which was around, for amount of around 17 crore, the costliest medicine, that the costliest treatment required for a baby, I would say, of around 2.5 to 3 years. That was only possible through social networking. Otherwise it can never be available physically, right?
But I believe then we have to means we need to have a big follower like 10 lakh.
No, that was for a common
20
person. I
lakh
mean,
followers.
obviously, this was given in social networking sites, and then a person was, somehow more people started knowing about that, and Gaurav, it was possible. It's not like you have to have a big follower like Virat or Dhoni or someone like any celebrity. Normal persons are also getting it, but
Maybe it went viral at that time because we have also seen a lot of people who are means during the commuting through train or buses. Lot of NGOs, they show some picture with some disabled children or like these things, and they ask for some monies. But normally we don't see people are giving them that kind of money, that kind of support. But sometimes it happens in the social media. It takes a lot of attention and it goes viral. Maybe that helped at that time, but I don't think so it will help in all the cases, all of the situations.
so you believe, Gaurav, social networking cannot be always advantageous. Fair enough. I mean, when we are having a debate, it's not necessary that you have to agree. That's only group discussions on. So you believe that social networking cannot be extremely helpful. It always will have some disadvantages. That's what you believe,
Yes,
right, Gaurav?
yes,
Great.
yes.
Okay. Uh, some people have spoken. Richika, can you hear me now? Is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Before you start about discussions about this, just give a brief introduction about yourself, stating your strengths, weaknesses quickly. Then we'll talk about how we can utilize social networking in a much more beneficial manner. Go ahead, Rishika.
So my
Your voice is not audible. Please speak a bit louder.
My name is Ruchika Gupta. I stay in Bhawanipur, Kolkata. I've completed my post-graduation in accountancy from Shivnath Sastry College. Presently, I'm working in a school as a junior accountant, and at the same time, I'm preparing for banking examination.
What are your hobbies, strengths, weaknesses? Where do you see yourself 2 years down the line, or at least 3 years down the line? In that case,
I want to see myself up to 2 years to be a banker.
what are your strengths and weaknesses?
My strength is I'm hardworking.
Okay, think about that and you can answer. Anyone wishes to ask her any question based on whatever she has spoken, 2-3 lines just quickly? Because when we start thinking in the way the interviewer thinks, it becomes easy for us to answer any kind of question. Rupa, you can ask in Bengali also, but if you don't speak out, you will never get the confidence. Antara, Nishu,
হ্যাঁ স্যার বলুন।
তুমি আছো ক্লাসে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার আমি তো আছি।
আচ্ছা, you want
কেন
to ask
স্যার?
her something? You want to ask her something based on what she has mentioned? কিছু জিজ্ঞেস করতে চাও? Okay, Steve, anyone?
স্যার
If no one has any question, I have a question for you, Richika. What are the challenges you face when you are working as an accountant in a school or in an administrative profile in a school? What are the challenges you face day in and day out? So this is a very common question which can be asked in any examination, any interview based on your previous job experiences. What are the challenges you face? Think about and state it out. Yes, Richika, quickly. Richika, can you hear me?
The challenges
Quickly.
I face is to
Yes.
balance between my work and my study. This is the major
No.
problem.
Apart from that, any challenges you face? Balancing between your work and studies, that's okay. Apart from that,
Apart from this, I don't face.
you don't face any challenges. Okay, fair enough. So coming back to you, Amrita, you have already introduced, no need to discuss about that. Regarding the social networking, do you believe the social networking can be used only in an advantageous manner, that there are no disadvantages, only advantages?
So everything comes with a disadvantage. Maybe the ratio varies. Like there are advantages and disadvantages, both are there. So there are lots of advantages. It has promoted local business a lot, because I have seen people. It's more accessible. People are more accessible. Earlier, people did not start business like this. They had to undergo like very long process and stuff. But nowadays, they are using social media for it, and local business is emerging really good via this platform. And in case of social work, actually, even we were involved in some kind of social work last year, and this year my friends did a great job. And they use social media, and they did really great in providing help to many distressed people. So I think it is advantageous, but yes, we should obviously know how to use it. Actually, our morning starts with social media only, so we cannot actually ignore it and remove it from our lives. But there should be some kind of control while using it. So that's all.
So you believe that we can use it in a entirely advantageous? You can take either of the path. Either
Yes, sir.
advantageous.
Actually, I've seen, like I have used it last year, like when we were collecting funds for COVID and Amphan, and this year my friends did it. So I've seen that it's playing a major role. Like even we were calling in different hospitals and all. They received our calls. We made groups. We made discussions. So ultimately, social media only helped us. It's not physically possible for us to meet up and discuss it. So definitely, it helped us.
So it's entirely advantageous if we actually use it very judiciously and wisely, and we have to trade our path very nicely and carefully, right? You beg to differ with this, Anubrati, or you agree with it? Or
So I agree with it, because So we're talking about advantages, right?
Only advantages today. We know there are multiple disadvantages. It's easier to figure out
Sir,
disadvantage in a person.
I would like to add one point over here. Nowadays, we can use social media to track criminals even. Yeah, you can see in many cases that police forces are using these
Are you
medias
referring to
track
ethical
criminals.
hacking?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can track a criminal by searching in social media also, because people, all classes people are obsessed with these medias, and police forces are using it as an advantageous procedure. Sometimes they get to all these criminals by using and searching in the social media only. That is helping us also in this manner.
And many times what we actually post in social networking, that remains all forever. I mean, whether you delete it or whether you don't delete it, it will remain forever, and that way it can be tracked. So crime ratio can be reduced.
One more point I want to add, that big companies or government can also track the social trend, the people thinking. They can easily track how the people are behaving such kind of situation, how they are reacting such kind of posts. Easily they can track what is the current trend.
Sir, politicians are using it as a PR thing, kind of thing. They're using it like they're displaying themselves as good human beings. So they're using social media. They're making up videos and they're putting them up, and people are having a certain kind of view about that person. So it is also used in that manner also, to wash off their crimes and criminal deeds for a short span of time.
I have also seen
Yes.
in social media before election campaign, most of the political leaders, they used to post one viral video or post some means what can I say, very interesting video which makes them easily viral to all of the people, all of the audiences, and that is a very big beneficial point for their popularity, to increase their uh, voice or increase their supporters, I can say. And they can also track how the people are reacting to their comments, to their statements, what is the current scenario. And we can see also this trend during our West Bengal election, Mamata Banerjee, Narendra Modi, with these people.
So you're saying, guys, both of you did say that politicians do wash up their evil deeds in the last 4.5 years by just posting something noble things, and they try to image building
Sir,
exercise.
it's the idea of the PR teams, and they execute it. Like the politicians, they execute it. Those are not their ideas, but they execute it.
So they are being used in a
So
different.
sometimes using these social medias, politicians can understand the mindset of people, like Cambridge Analytica. In case of
Yeah.
US election, that was got viral for this only. They just used a kind of quiz section in social media, try to understand the mental mindset of US citizens to have to have better amount of it, to get better elective polls actually. So they actually manipulated their mind.
What is our sensitive area, they can easily find out through social media.
Yes, they were trying to do that, and it was said that they used this particular this company actually used this way to understand the mindset of US citizens. It was election of Donald Trump, related
Yeah,
to Donald Trump.
I have also read the article, Donald Trump and Biden.
Cambridge
Yes.
Analytica, it was very famous 2 to 3 years ago.
In fact, that led to the undoing of Donald Trump also. The fiercely contested election between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, that was particular thing that led to the outcome. But don't you think, since that analysis was done, that made people make up their mind already that Donald Trump would not be going to be there? So before election, if such kind of opinions polls are being conducted, that is a biased thing. There was some issue with the, so I have to unmute everyone. Yes. So is my question clear to everyone? Don't you think if we create such a thing in the social media, it creates a biased opinion in the minds of the voters or in the minds of the democratic people? Anubrati, if that is being done, is that good or is that something which we
Sir,
can
your
avoid?
voice is lagging from my side.
My voice is still lagging or it's audible? Hello?
It's lagging from
Sir,
my
it's
side.
audible.
Sir, audible.
Is it still lagging? Please tell me. My question to everyone is, I would request Auditro and Nishu and Antura to reply. If such a, most of you are above 18, in fact, all of you are above 18, so you have right to vote and you have got the universal adult franchising. My point is, if it is the same thing, if it is being done in the Indian political economy diaspora, where before the election itself, let's say 2024, there is a major election and already the opposition has started combining forces. Anti-Modi forces are combining. There are also pro-Modi forces. So if that particular campaign is being done, where already a result is being done, a particular opinion poll has come up. If it comes in the social networking, don't you think it creates a biased opinion in the minds of the voters before going to cast their votes? Before the big day itself, there is already a result out. So doesn't it create a negative impact?
But sir, in case of Cambridge Analytica, it was not clear. They were actually secretly doing that. That is a clandestine effort. They were asking you some questions, and with those questions, they were trying to calculate your mindset, actually, not to manipulate even. How many people are with them, particular elective people and all that, particular party. They were trying to understand the mindset.
Okay, I will, okay.
It is obviously biased because before election, you are getting the actual number of elected persons you are having, actual number of votes you are having, you are going to have that proper idea, at least a vague idea, but it's an idea.
So I can relate to what you are saying, that I have also seen before the election result in West Bengal. Many people are saying, some of the pages are showing that BJP will win or TMC will win definitely. There will be no chance for a hard battle. So that can impact a lot to the main voters, because when they see the outcome before the calculation, all the things, then they can they can have the prejudice that, okay, this person will win the main seat, main election. So whatever we do, it will not impact anything. So rather than rather than wasting our vote, we should align ourselves to the main audience, to the main public.
Sometimes this creates a very negative impact for those voters who hadn't made up their mind. They end up contemplating that the result is already there. There is no point in going there and casting a vote. Let's enjoy at home or take a day off from the office. It does create, so should it be done or shouldn't it be done? What are your opinions? Antura, it's a very simple question. You won't have to do a bit of research. Just try to speak out, Antura. এই জিনিসটা হওয়া উচিত কি হওয়া উচিত না? Like many social networking, they do in India also. There are exit polls, but exit polls, it happens after the election, right? Just before the day of result. That's already the postal ballot and all the votes are being sealed, right? So now you cannot change. But in certain European countries and continental countries, and this time United States had also done. Yeah, it's clandestine, but in this age of social networking, there is nothing called which is done secretly. Of course, comes to our notice, whether today or probably 2 months later or 2 weeks later. So should it be done or এটাকে বন্ধ করে দেওয়া উচিত? অন্তরা?
Sir, actually, I know I have very little idea about the topic you have.
I have already given you an idea, Antura. I've
Sir,
already told you there is no to be social networking. You use WhatsApp, you use Facebook, right?
Sir.
If not
Yes.
Twitter, you use all these things. So my question, it's a straightforward question that certain nations, they do such kind of campaigning. They ask questions in a different manner. Are you satisfied with the progress? Let's say if it's being asked to you, are you satisfied with the progress India has seen in the last 10 years? A. B. Aren't you very much angry that there is a price inflation, there is a price rise, there is a price rise in crude oil, people are facing discomfort? You will say, yeah, I'm not satisfied, definitely, I want a change. So definitely you are being misled. So this thing should stop, or there are advantages of being that. That is what we are saying.
Yes,
অন্তরা এটাতে কিচ্ছু রিসার্চ করার নেই, তোমার যেটা মাথায় আসছে সেটাই বলো।
This kind of questions are quite advantageous or disadvantages too. I think, sir, when we question someone that related to some political, related to his political view, we actually know that which party he should support or which party he shouldn't support. There is a finite probability that what I think about her choice is not true. So it is there is a finite probability that what we think that the result should be that this party win the election is not actually happen. When the result comes out, we see actually we see my childhood days that exit polls doesn't true exit polls what they call what they calculate the number of votes is not actually true. Sometimes they completely
sometimes it completely turned out to be the otherwise, right?
Otherwise, yes, sir. So
you're
I
saying that
don't
it should
believe
not be
that.
done.
Yes, sir. Actually, we can't read one's mind by questioning him that whom should he choose as a leader of our nation. Actually, vote is our very personal choice, very depends on our personal choice or opinion. We I actually don't discuss to anybody that whom should I choose as our PM or our CM. So I don't think that this kind of thing is quite advantageous.
But then my point is to everyone that if it is being done in a very confined manner, let's say it is being done to a percentage of people, let's say in the age group of 18 to 21 or 24 to 27, to understand what are the real problems. Every age group may not face the same issue. What the generation Y or the youngsters are facing, other particular persons might not face the same issue. So if it is not being done, then there would not be too much of agenda. So don't you think it should be done in a different manner, Nilanshu or Amrita or Oritro? If it's done in a different manner, that will give to a better result in terms of improvements and developments. See, there are two aspects to this. A, before election, everyone pretends and says many things that probably even God descends on our country will not do so much things which our politicians will do. But after election, they become demons. I mean, better than the demons would be a lesser word for that. We all know that. And slowly you guys will also come to know when you grow up. But if there are political agendas, there are agendas of development, there are agendas of progress. If these polls are being conducted, people get well informed, because very seldom people know what is the actual agenda and how we can improvise and make progress. So if this is being done, it could be counterproductive also sometimes. This is my question to all. Anyone can answer.
Sir, actually, every political party and politician, they like it's like a report card, like what they have done for the last few years. So it's important to actually let people know, like from both the opposition and the ruling party, both the parties, that what they have done or not, so that people those are not informed about much about politics or much about other things, they get informed about it. But nowadays it is extravagant in nature. Like they are going to they're going to the like limitless promoting themselves. They should all, let us know about their agenda, but there should be a controlled manner. They are actually in this manner they're insulting other people. They insult like opposition party members, or like this is very like they abuse each other. So that is very bad. If you want to let people know about your agenda, only talk about that. Don't abuse others. So that is a issue, I think, which is there.
Basically, you're saying, Amrita, bottom line is you're not magnifying your own line, you're trying to belittle others and decreasing others' line, as we see figuratively. You're not improving your achievements, you're belittling, you're dehumanizing, you're chastising, you're showing others in a potential disadvantageous manner, which should stop altogether. But this practice which US has implemented, I think that was anti-national, Anubriti. That was a clandestine thing, and that was not.
Yes, sir. That for that even Cambridge Analytica was fined for a huge amount of money.
Okay. Can it be done, or should it be done in a legal manner in the largest democratic country like India, so that people get more informed and well informed? Because we
Sir.
only talk. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, I would like to ask something, sir. I mean, like, is it possible in our country we have a multi-party system? So, is it possible to do such a thing? I mean, like, we have a huge population, and different people have different kind of mindset about different political views. So, I don't think that it is. I'm asking. I have no idea about this. It is possible in our country.
See, anyone wants to answer this? Ritu, you have just joined us. We are discussing about the advantages, potential advantages of social networking. So, Oritra's question to everyone is that practice possible which was being done in United States, of course, in a secret manner, that to ask people relevant question before the election? Is that possible?
Actually, I have seen one option in Facebook also. They can track our activity. Means when we are also not using the Facebook, they can keep our activity. Means they can also monitor our activity 24 hours. When we are going to turn off our phone, when we are changing our status to do not disturb, like this, all the things. So when they can easily show some of the advertisements, what is the best timing to do that? I think all of these things are done by the artificial intelligence. So tracking all the things is not a big deal these days. If you have the right technology, you can do all the things. So I think it is not ethical for all the people, but still people are doing, organization, companies are doing.
This is not ethical in Indian economic and political diaspora, where there are multi-party system and there are multiple ideas and multiple identities related to it. Like, I will quote an example. Recently, Government of India has implemented 20, if I might be mistaken with the fact, probably 27% reservation in the medical fraternity related to OBC and economically weaker sections, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the percentage. I think 13%, probably 13%, yes, to be precise. So some people will like it, some people will oppose it. Like, we just cannot make someone a doctor just because he's economically backward or he belongs to the reserved category. Like, there was no reservation in the medical industry till this point of time. So some people will like, some people will not like. So Aditya has put forward a very good question that India is having multiple aspects. So it's not possible, right? All of you agree to this. It should not be done in India.
But I think it's possible. Means if you segregate all the people with age group and area wise, then I think it's you can easily find the social trend. You can easily find what is the ongoing situation.
Zone wise, language wise.
Zone, language.
Unofficially it's happening also. Not officially, but unofficially, it like last election it happened only. Like this kind of polls and these things happened.
I think it's not only about the election, but also if you see the digital marketing, all of the stuffs they are doing only by this method.
Okay. Shiny, your comments on this. Should it be implemented? I'm sure you've cast votes at least once. So should it be implemented or it should not be done at all. If it is never done, people will never get well informed. Nilangshu, Shiny, your comments on it.
Sure, so it should be done in a proper way, I think.
And what is that proper way according to you? Please explain a bit. What is that proper way?
Age group wise and place wise different, divided.
Okay. And what about, and how about when a viral thing is a particular thing which is being made viral? There are advantages, but don't you think this is being misused by people? Like there are many fake crime being reported in specifically Facebook. Women do lodge false complaints. Yes, there are genuine incidents. No one is denying that, but there are many fake incidents which are being made viral by virtue of this social networking, which ought to be stopped. And there are, I don't know how it can be stopped. Anubrati, your comments on it. Since you are talking about women emancipation.
I have a question about that age group restriction, that if we believe that youths are vulnerable mainly, and we are restricting 18 to 21 age group, then actually we are doing injustice to voters only, right? Then how
we are
can
doing
it be
injustice
possible?
to voters only.
Voters
No,
only, because
we
they
are
are
not
voters.
restricting.
How can it be even
Actually,
done?
see, 18 to 35 or 18 to 21, we cannot do 18 to 35 or 18 to 30. They have a different agenda. 35 to 50, they have a different agenda. And senior citizens, they have a different agenda. So agenda wise or requirement wise or their thinking, it will definitely be changed. Like you will agree, Anubrati, and everyone, that what we believe now, 15 years down the line, our thinking might change, right? As we grow up more and situations become more complicated or change. So what we think, our parents may not think that. We do agree to that. That's what is being we are talking about. Got my point?
Okay.
So all of you agree that social networking is potentially very much good. Ritu, your comments on it. If it's audible, Ritu. Hello.
So please
Yes.
emphasize slightly me that what kind of discussion is
We joined very late. In fact, we are talking about that. How and which domain social networking can be potentially harmful. Sorry, potentially beneficial. Beg your pardon. I mean, we are so unbiased towards social networking disadvantages. So how and in which domain social networking can be potentially beneficial and only beneficial? There could not be any disadvantages. How we can regulate that according to you? Quick comments.
Sir, undoubtedly nowadays social media has a very wider aspect in more or less in every aspect. Social media is very interrelated with our lives, but every aspect have a merits, demerits both. And we also, if we notice minutely, that social media also through social media there is a spread of fake news, etc. Many kinds of hoax and other things. I think it, but without social media, we can't live our life now, presently at least. But what should be done here for that if there by the government can be established a separate board or separate organization.
There is information technology cell for social networking if it is misused. There are IT cell, and there is, according to Information Technology Act 2000, there are do's and don'ts, right? This is being done already. There is a cell. There is a cell which regulates that. Oh no, board already nahi, but there is already a cell.
Yes, actually their activity, their function should be utilized. That is my point.
Their function should be utilized. Okay. So yes, Shiny.
Sure, I want to add one point that if sometimes we are too busy with our studies and works that we can't pay attention to our hobbies or likings. Then from social media, if we from social media we can promote our hobbies. If my hobby is drawing, I can share one of my drawings in social media like Facebook or Instagram. and then I see that many likes, many people likes that. Then I get
Appreciation. You get appreciation and you
yes,
get motivation also to implement
motivate.
that.
Yes,
Right. Let's say if it's done in Facebook or Instagram or even in WhatsApp, where at least 50 people, 100 people, or 200 people are appreciating that, then you get motivated. It's a breakage. It's a breaking from the monotony, right? So there are very, very potential advantages. So can we draw a statement? The social networking is obviously the lifeline of the modern generation and every generation. So social networking is there to stay, and there are no potential disadvantages if you use it nicely. Rupa, your comments on that. You can be bilingual, no problem. Bangladesh start korte paro, but then you quickly can move on to English. Rupa, question is, social networking is indispensable, we know. মানে অপরিহার্য যেটাকে বলা হয়, but there are only advantages if you use it wisely according to you.
স্যার আমার মনে হয় যে সোশ্যাল এই টাইমে কোভিড টাইমে যে সোশ্যাল মিডিয়াটা সবচেয়ে বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্ট, কেন আমাদের ক্লাসও এখন সব লিঙ্ক বা অনলাইনে ক্লাস, দেন স্টাডি মেটেরিয়াল সবকিছু হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে আসা বা অনলাইনের থ্রুতে আসা, এটা এর জন্য এটা খুব বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। আর এই টাইমে যাদের কাছে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নেই তাদের অনলাইন ক্লাস করতে পারবে না, অনেক প্রবলেম হবে।
Okay, can you just speak the same thing in English? Just try it out. Whatever you are speaking.
It is very important to have an account in WhatsApp for online classes in this situation, for study materials and the class link and
Fair enough. Great. Now, so we have come to a conclusion that social media is indispensable. So Gaurav, you want to change your opinion that if we use it nicely, there are no potential disadvantages. Just because we don't know how to use it, we actually end up saying that there are disadvantages.
Sometimes we can't help ourselves because it's all about the coding, all about the digital analysis. Because when we want to restrict ourselves, sometimes in the social media also it pops up some interesting video or interesting topic, and we can't control ourselves from seeing that video and wasting our time. And it happens all the time. I have also seen in my case. So
this happens. It of course happens. We end up doing. We can't help. Right? But my belief and my experience, I would say there's an app I've told you in the classes sometimes also. InShot. InShot is such an informative app that they end up giving some clips. They end up giving some short videos, which is very potentially, sometimes it deviates your mind, but it actually helps you in getting ideas about certain information which anyway you would not have got it if you just have read the newspaper. So social media is there to stay and it is very important. But problem is, no matter how many advantages we spell out, there are many disadvantages. আমরা জানি আজকাল হচ্ছে, but actually can be utilized. I mean, Shiny has said a very good point. It breaks the monotony. Right.
But I have seen in a lot of cases when we are anxious or apprehensive in some kind of situation, then and when we start to scroll our FB and when we see some kind of similar post which can relate our current situation, then we often get attached to that page or try to see all of the posts and get more depressed, or it will affect us in a lot of way. So I think it's a very negative thing for us.
Okay. Before we wrap up, I will ask one impromptu question to all of you. Antara, Rupa, সবাই চেষ্টা করবে reply দেওয়ার. You can be bilingual. Antara, you can speak in English. I have seen. Just try to speak out. The question to everyone is, what is your idea of an ideal state? State by state, I mean here a country. So your time starts now. You can think about for 60 seconds or 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. What is your idea of an ideal state? For a problem country like India, or for a country like India, which has a lot of problems, what is your idea of an ideal state? Let's say we all want to migrate to Norway, Finland, Denmark, the happy countries, right? Why? Because they're happy. Bhutan, for example, I was seeing, is a very happy country because they, of course, population is very less, 9.8 lakhs. I think there is hardly there is hardly a district in West Bengal which has a population of 9.8 lakhs. Even Kalimpong and Darjeeling has population more than that. But then Bhutan is a very happy state. Let's say if the population gets reduced, what is your idea of an ideal state? মানে একটা আদর্শ দেশে তোমাদের কি পরিকাঠামো? I'm not so good in the vernacular language. What is your idea of an ideal state? Let's start with, yes, Amit.
Sir, proper uses of resources. Since we have lots of resources, we misuse it. So proper and there should be some kind of limit in case of using resources. Secondly, there should be a clean judiciary. Judiciary is also getting corrupted. It is something which should not get corrupted. Judiciary, a good judicial system, and proper then proper yes two I have thought of these 2 points only.
Responsible judiciary. Okay. Couple of points. Auditro.
Sir,
Where you
I
believe
will-
we can be more happy? It could be any. It could be very funny points. You want free Wi-Fi. You want free pizza. It could be anything. But let's think about that. Yes, Auditro.
So definitely, Amritaji just said that 2 points is very much important, and I would like to add that we should have such a country that apart from the judiciary and all the things, I mean, like we should have a population which doesn't criticize each other. That's by that only I think we will be able to be happy. We should
Okay.
appreciate one another rather than criticizing them.
Okay. Acceptance tendency. Correct. Absolutely.
Sir, sports should be taken more seriously, I think.
Each and
Yeah.
every sport, rather
Yes,
like
yes,
apart
yes.
from football and cricket.
Yes.
And
and
it should be made compulsory for everyone to join any kind of sport from childhood, like any gender, any kind of sport.
So in my opinion, we should promote indigenous business to grow our GDP per capita. So I think then only we will have a proper infrastructure in our state, in our local area, from health respective to education and all the facilities.
Okay.
I think in India it is very, very low GDP per capita, if you see.
Yes, it's very, very low, and sports is hugely neglected. In fact,
We are
Probably-
promoting importing all the things, and we are just killing our own business, own infrastructure.
So I don't get this point, what these researchers and they are doing. Like we have lots and lots of researchers, scientists in our country, but we still have to import things in our country. I would agree with Gaurav that we have to import things, and like we can set up factories which can produce these things, but we are not doing it basically. And importing things, it has like charges are more, and everybody is not getting access to it.
absolutely, like when you are going to purchase a Dell laptop or any laptop for that matter, right now you will have to shell out at least to the tune of 70 to 80,000. If it's a good laptop, even if it's an average laptop, you have to shell out 50 plus. If it's being produced and all the products are being re-engineered in India, you can actually purchase it in half the amount. So huge. In fact, even gold is imported to such an extent. Everything is imported. I mean, we blame China, but because of China, Indian market is surviving. Had there been no Chinese products, Indian product would have vanished altogether. Okay, indigenous
That
production.
way we would have a lot of employability, which will obviously develop our society as a whole.
Okay, fair enough. I got 4-5 opinions. So Ritu,
They're free of superstition, I think very, very important.
free of superstition. Okay, people are superstitious. That if they speak in English, they will be said anti-Indian. Is it? Which kind of superstition you are saying?
That is, I don't think possible in our country. We have 33 million, I think, gods.
No, believing in God is not being superstitious, but people, I mean, that's my belief, without disrespecting any emotion, like worshipping tree, worshipping land, worshipping soil, worshipping water, worshipping everything. Yes, that is a superstition. We worship everything and we worship nothing. That's your saying, right? According to
But
free
I
of
think people also
superstitions.
mediated for their own peace, inner peace. So I think it's not at all bad. If you want someone in your bad days, it's not bad at all.
Didn't
It
get
may
your
be
point.
Sir, invisible advisor, I think.
yeah, invisible advisor. Someone I have someone in my back. If I have that mentality in my tough days, then sometimes it helps a lot of people. I think. And people also meditated means they do meditation for their inner contentment, inner peace. So
That is
it's
good.
not
That
at
is
all
good. That
bad.
is not superstitious. Meditation and believing in God is never superstitious. But for example, let's say some people, even engineers and certain high-tech scientists, I won't say scientists, but certain Bangalore-based engineers I've seen, they have done self-immolation exercises. They have burnt away themselves so that they can get rid of the sins of this year. And certain good technocrats, I am not biasing as engineers, Gaurav, just a statement. I mean, certain, let's say, technocrats or certain, let's say, good educated people, they actually end up becoming superstitious. It can happen with anyone, but so they should be free of superstitions. But you
But
have
I
said
think
a very,
that's not superstitious. That is a kind of sick mentality. If they are burning themselves, it's not. I think it's not superstitious.
they are not only burning themselves, they also sometimes trying to harm their family members also. I mean, the just by saying that some kind of false belief or some kind of evil soul have surrounded them.
Black magic and all
Black
that.
magic and all. Okay, Nishu, Shiny, काफी
So
आसान है
in,
बताओ. Yes,
in
Shiny.
some temples, sir, there is a restriction about entering women in the temple. That is superstition. Then black cat and lizard. That's all. That's all.
Like in Sabarimala, it just happened, right? In Kerala, I believe. That's in Kerala, I guess, or it's in Tamil Nadu, I guess. In Sabarimala temple, women were banned after once they attain the age of puberty and all, which is superstitious.
Yes,
Nilanshu,
sir.
what are
India
your
should promote plantation of trees and maintenance of rivers.
very good? So greenery should
Yes, sir,
be
greenery.
implemented. Acha, and
And
plantation of oak trees.
and cleanness of rivers. As in COVID case, many souls' bodies are being buried there.
Correct, and that's very sick. Okay, that's
So
very
I
very
think
dangerous. Go ahead.
the practical in the practical infrastructure in our education should be developed, because we are acknowledgeable throughout our theoretical knowledge, but not in a practical manner. So in the European country or in America, they are very much developed in the field of practical. And I think in a stable state or a stable in a stable country, we should develop our practical infrastructure, that our students don't have to go to
That
the
in fact we have started implementing slowly. After new education
yes.
policy, people can study history and music, data communication, and let's say geography. I mean, there should be free.
No, sir. That is implemented in just in the city or a developed area, not in the village. Like they are struggling for their education. So we can say that they can. They are very much developed in the practical field. So in every section in our country, every in village, in town, in everywhere, rural or urban society, we should develop our practical infrastructure, so that we can learn more easily, and we can make something or we get or more scientists in our country. And
that should be
our
more
country.
practical oriented. I mean, theoretical knowledge should be there, but there should be more emphasize on lab-based study. You're saying like people who are studying science or like you are studying agriculture. So there should be more domain knowledge which should be implemented, which is not being done, right? Anything we have
And
missed
also
out?
creativity, I think.
So health benefits free of cost.
Health benefits free of cost in a country of
Sir,
1.4 billion.
Sir, we should get rid of these fake gurus and
It's not
astrologers.
possible, I think, fully free of cost. Is it possible in the country like India, where there is huge population, but
I would tell you,
maybe it's could be minimal, but not free of cost, sir.
but I would tell you something. I had a hands-on experience today itself. I would say in a recorded class itself. There's no point. There's no problem. In fact, I went to today SSKM hospital for some testings of my relatives, and there was some testing which was required. I could have done in a public, private platforms also, in private thing also, but I wanted to see how it works out. Many times we end up blaming, right? I did go to first Sambhunath Pandit Hospital for one treatment, then I was referred to SSKM, that is Postgraduate Institute of Medical Research, which is there besides Ravindra Sir. Most of you know that. So there I see there were lakhs of patients as they suffer, and there were many patients were in dead beds and they were breathing in pain. But I was privileged enough to got a food test. They were not very expensive tests, but yes, today, this morning itself, I got it tested, and all the lab practitioners and doctors, they were extremely cooperative. Yes, I had to speak to them in a polite manner, and probably through my language or dress code, they could decipher that I was probably educated, they could decipher. So they treated well or no, I don't know, but it was really done outstandingly. So doctors and lab practitioners, they don't differentiate. It's our administrators who are differentiating. Like in certain, as you told, Anuprit, that health benefits, we unfortunately contribute or rather only it was only 2.6% before COVID of our GDP in health only. If we improve the infrastructure, if we improve contribution more, because if the population is huge, Ritu, government is also earning. Most of us are taxpayers. You guys will also be taxpayers when you get a job, right? If you are not paying directly tax, you are paying GST, you are paying other cess, like electricity bill. When you are paying, there is a cess. Education, tuition tax, which you are paying in schools, colleges, there is a cess. So you are contributing to the government. So there should be more health benefits and less nepotism in health. So who knows, we are ready to pay more taxes. I think we can discuss next day, though we are not still wrapping up, that we are ready to, yes.
Yeah, I think in most of the Scandinavian countries, the tax is around 40 to 45%. So they are already including all the amount of money in the tax.
But if you're asked to pay 50% or 40% in tax, will we agree to that?
No, countries like India, it is not possible, I think. Because
a lot of they will eat away all the money, and the money will be misused. Health benefits, right? Absolutely, health benefits. Because if health is lost, everything is lost. Not something is lost nowadays. People say. Yes. It has changed altogether. If money is lost, everything is lost. Health is lost, something is lost. Character is lost, nothing is lost. I mean, that's how the definition has evolved over the years. Great, health benefits. How can we do that actually? See, doctors and medical practitioners are doing it. They are trying their best.
Actually, sir, the doctors, medical practitioners is okay, but
they are overstretched.
Administrative body of the health, which is the backbone of the whole procedure, it should be more stable. I think more smooth. Because it takes sometimes it takes too much time, and the health of the patients may deteriorate continuously. The whole procedure should be more smooth, sir.
More streamlined. The probably for every particular 10,000 there should be one doctor. But in India, it is approximately to the tune of 10 lakhs, if not more, In fact, I was surprised, a particular district in Uttar Pradesh, which has a population of 10 lakh and there is not even a single doctor, which is a famous district. Right now, I'm not recollecting the name. I had read in newspaper, came down.
And I think government should monitor some of the health facilities, the payments of some kind of tests. It's going very high in the current
See,
days. So
why
if
will
they are,
people end up becoming a doctor, Gaurav, in West Bengal and some other states? I would not blame my state, in some other states also. A medical practitioner or a doctor in government hospital earns 37 to 40,000 after spending so much and after spending so much of resources. So he will become a businessman and he will earn more than that. So people are getting motivated. See, if you only believe in Hippocratic oath, which we call it, where serving is the primary profession, people would love to serve, but at the end of the day, he needs to run his own family, right? All of you agree to that?
Sir,
That
actually,
but if you go
in
in
the
the,
if we look after the most of the government hospitals, their infrastructure is very fragile, which may cost very low, but in the infrastructure is not up to the mark, and most of the people ended up by going private hospital where the expenses are very high. Many
So
of the
they,
people couldn't afford that. If,
during,
then we
yeah,
should
during COVID,
the government should look forward to improve the infrastructure of the government healthcare organization. I think
they should
cost
first
is
end
also
the
minimal.
they should first end the quota system. There is a quota system there. Like preference, like influential people get the chance earlier. So they should end that first. Otherwise, it's not possible. And very many patients from different states come to like Bengal every day. Like when this from Bihar, from like neighboring states. So that is putting a lot of pressure on the doctors. It's not about our state only. So even they protested that how they can handle so much patients in a day, and see, and people like us, when we visit such hospitals, we don't have the patience to stay there, and because there are innumerable patients and we don't have the patience, and we come back and we don't interact with them. But the treatment is better in hospital. Like hospital doctors are better, I think,
but
because
if
they
you
are
see
more.
during the COVID times, there are no facility for oxygen, the basic needs, they don't have any facilities. So people try to go for the private hospitals, but there they faces the big amount of money. They have to pay around 10 to 20 lakh of
no,
money
now the
for it.
situation here has it is better now. Like for past few years, the situation is better. The COVID situation, no one was prepared for that. So we have to prepare early, from an early stage. Like when the problem comes, we start preparing ourselves. We should prepare ourselves from an early stage. Like
I have
now,
seen one news that one hospital, they don't have any oxygen facility. They don't have any operation theater.
Yes, but in private hospitals, they have those oxygen facilities.
But the
but
main
you have
thing
to
is
pay
the
for
money.
it.
Yeah,
You have
Huge
to pay
amount
for
of,
it.
most
huge
of the
amount.
people are not capable of paying that much. That is the problem.
Yes,
Like
yes.
you start digging a well when you are thirsty at the end of the day. So that is what they are facing a problem. Can we have I'm just saying an idealistic situation. I don't know whether it's feasible or possible. Can we have a universal standard of living for all the states? Some people, some states, they have their standard of living or their per capita income ratio is less because they don't have to shell. For example, the standard of living in Kolkata or in West Bengal or in Uttar Pradesh in this part of the India is comparatively less. So more people migrate because they can stave off their living in a low income also. But in some states, the pressure is lesser because lesser number of people are migrating. So that results in more population. Some people are migrating. So there's a huge pressure on West Bengal also. I mean, we just cannot blame the government. There are huge pressures. If you go to, I have been for some work and for some sort of research also, I went to a particular set of doctors. See, doctors are extremely cooperative. Doctors are, see, I also ended up asking if I do this particular tests outside, how much would it cost me? So they ended up saying that being in a government fraternity, I cannot tell, we are ready to serve you. It's your choice whether you want to do outside or not. So they are ready to serve. but then because of extreme amount of population, so can we have a universal system in our country where this percentage of people will stay in a state? I mean, we cannot restrict someone freedom of right, but still, if the standard of living is equal in all states, then there would not be too much of migration, as it happens with West Bengal. Many people have migrated, I mean, from the northern states to West Bengal, because Bhubaneswar is much more costly than Kolkata. Guwahati is much more costly in terms of Kolkata, in terms of standard of living, in terms of per capita price rise. So, is that possible?
Sir, I think the area of land varies from place to place. So maintaining that same logic, I don't think it will work out. And there will be acceptance problem, because there are many people, like there are so many views altogether. So, and so many communities we are living, we are coexisting in a society. So it's a bit difficult, like we cannot really restrict, and there will be protests coming out that no, we cannot do with one rule. This is a diverse country and all. So that's the thing, I think.
I think we can take this debate next day. We can have a class midweek where we are talking about the potential, how we can improvise being the generation Y. And of course, none of us would plan to get into politics, but still as a responsible citizen, in terms of discussions, what are the things and which are the places we need to look upon? A. B. Some people were there, but some people were not there on the previous day when we were discussing this part, that what are the things primarily, not this one. Yeah, so what are the things primarily we can learn from the Mahabharata as a scripture? I want all of you to do a bit of more research and discuss about that. I mean, that discussion was not over because that discussion was only for an hour or so. So what are the potential lessons? I've already shared with you, like Gaurav, you were not there in that class, and some of you were, others were also not there, like Kanishka and all. What are the potential takeaways from Mahabharata? Like, that day you have already heard. So do a bit of research and we can speak about that. And slowly, I request everyone, তোমাদের বাকি পড়াশোনার সাথে সাথেও, I will send you a set of HR questions, 10 to 15. Please try to write an answer on that so that we can start discussing on the higher end HR questions and situation reaction questions also. That is why we need to have some week, 2 days of this personality development class. Next week, I will try to arrange it on a Friday or some other day, provided schedules match with all. Okay? So Antara, Rupa need to speak more so that your confidence level boosts up. Okay, Gaurav?
Okay, sir.
And others, so, and some other topics. Okay? Chalo, fair enough. Thank you so much.
Good night,
Thank you for
sir.
joining.
Thank you, sir.